get our yoga on. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Yoga with Chelsie. My name is Chelsie, and today I'm going to bring you a flow to help warm up your spine and stretch out your legs. It's going to be a nice quick practice, great to do in the morning after you wake up and get you ready for your day. The only thing I would recommend you have nearby is maybe a strap for the very end of our practice and a block in case you're feeling really tense this morning. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel. Get what you need next to you now, and let's get started. All right, adjusting yourself into a comfortable seated position. Spine is long. The hands can be placed on the knees or beside you on the floor. Shoulders are down and back. Take a big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, inhale and exhale. Grounding yourself to the earth. Allowing the energy to rush through you with each inhale and exhale. And from wherever you are, taking the right ear and letting it fall down towards the right shoulder, lengthening through the left side of the neck. And if you want a little more, you can take the right hand and place it on top of the head, creating gentle pressure. Removing the right hand and allowing the head to gently fall forward. The chin comes to tuck. Staying here for a moment, keeping the spine long. And gently over to the left side, so the left ear comes to the left shoulder. Maybe you stay here, maybe you want a little more pressure. Awesome. Removing the left hand, we're going to bring the chin back down towards the chest. After a breath, go ahead and bring the gaze forward, coming to center. We're going to reach our arms forward over our legs. Now, you might not be able to go very far, and that's okay. Don't worry about how far you can go. The idea is to reach the tailbone down towards the earth, really lengthening through the low back, hopefully to feel some kind of release in the glute or the low back area. Take a breath. Relax the face. Slowly coming back to center. Switching the legs and finding the hands to the knees. Closing the eyes if you're comfortable. Taking a breath. The chin is going to tuck ever so slightly. And from here, you're just going to allow the top body to sway side to side, like you're a tree in the wind. You can create an intense sway or keep it nice and gentle. Kind of letting the head rock side to side as you move. Keeping both sit bones grounded. And just letting the spine create movement. And finding yourself back to center. I'm going to turn towards the front of my mat, and we're going to bring the feet and the knees together. Giving yourself a hug here. You might have the arms underneath the knees, adding a little more support. Awesome. Now, two options here to get ourselves to our forward fold. Maybe you cross the legs and come to bring the hips up this way. Or maybe you want to keep the feet together. Challenge the self. Maybe you try to keep the knees together too. Or you can open the knees and rock right up to just the flat feet for now. The flats of the feet. You might have your hands on a block or at the floor. If it's available to you, maybe you bring the hands to prayer. Challenging you to lift the heels, coming into a toe balance. Trying to keep those legs zipped up, knees touching together. If they're not touching, as long as they're reaching. You can always drop the heels first, but we're going to come from here, pressing up all the way into a standing position. Whoop. Hands come up to reach for the ceiling. Tailbone tucks down, dropping the heels, arms come open, swan dive, fold forward. The knees might be bent here. If you feel any tension in the low back or behind the knees, go ahead and drop the hips, bend the knees, bring the thighs to the belly. Inhale to halfway lift, open up the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Relax the neck. Again, inhale to halfway lift, lengthen through the spine and neck. Exhale, plant the palms, step just the right foot back. We're staying low in our lunge here. Ideally, the belly is connecting to your left thigh. Gaze is forward. We're staying here. Maybe you add a little bit of a movement forward and back. Now, follow me here. We're going to bring our back foot forward just a little bit so that we can ground and plant through the heel. You might be on a block. You might grab a block. Or you might just keep this front knee bent. The head and chest is going to come down. Ideally, we're in a pyramid pose with both of our legs extended. Starting, though, with the knee bent if you must. If at any point from your lunge to your pyramid pose, your belly comes away from your thigh, try to readjust and maybe call that your edge. Try to relax through the neck. Square off the hips. The right hip is reaching and pulling forward. Left hip is pulling back. Whoa, that is an adjustment if I would say so myself. All right, again, inhale, bend the knee. We're coming back to our lunge. Gaze comes forward. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale, lunge, lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Last time, inhale and exhale, ending in your pyramid pose. Noticing the back foot. If you need to bring it forward a little bit, maybe you do. We're going to inhale to halfway lift, plant through the right palm, and we're twisting and reaching the left hand high for our reverse triangle. Now, if this feels out of reach to you today, grab that block, add a little bit of length between your hand and the floor. Maybe your knees are bent slightly. And you don't have to bring the gaze up. Maybe you stay checking out the floor. One more breath. Beautiful. Exhale, drop the left hand and step forward to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Grab onto the big toes with your peace fingers. Exhale, fold forward. The elbows go out. Inhale, halfway lift, release from the toes. And exhale, plant through the palms, step the left leg back. Staying low, gaze comes forward. Trying to touch that belly to the thigh. Maybe you rock forward and back. Lengthen through the neck, find the space there. All right, maybe you adjust the back leg, planting through the left heel and extending the front leg, bringing the head and chest down. Right hip is reaching back now this time. Left hip is pulling forward. We're going to inhale, bend the front leg, gaze forward. And exhale, extend. Inhale, gaze forward. And exhale, extend. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Ending here. Inhale to halfway lift. Plant through the left palm and open up towards the right. Right hand goes high. Making any minor adjustments that you might need. Maybe you bend the knees. Maybe you grab a block. Maybe you don't bring that right hand up today. Maybe you hold on to the right hip. Beautiful. Right hand comes down. Again, stepping forward to your forward fold and exhale, release. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, and we're going to bend the knees, bringing the hips back down like we started. Taking a hug around the knees, drop the head. Big breath in and out. Now you can come down however is most comfortable for you. If you have any low back or tailbone sensitivities, this might not be for you, but finding your way down all the way to your back. With your legs coming up the wall, feet are flexed like you're balancing something on the tops of them. This is where that strap will come in handy if you find yourself struggling a little bit to even really be here in our legs up the wall position. If this is tense for you, you can bring the hands underneath the low back, or again, grabbing that strap, maybe a bathrobe, tie, even a towel, if it's long enough, can help you. You place it on the bottoms of the feet, and you're going to slowly work those legs towards the body, kind of a reverse forward fold. So this is what we're doing here, taking those full breaths. Your knees might be bent, and you might really just squeeze those thighs into the belly. If you have a lot of flexibility in the hamstrings, you might, that's the second time today, you might be able to lift that low back up off the ground a little bit and really fold in to this reverse forward fold. Now don't be discouraged if this isn't you today. It's taken me years to get here, I promise. So if you're here, that's okay. Just enjoy. Maybe work on rotating the ankles, flexing and extending the feet. Feeling all those muscles connected to each movement. All right, bring that right knee in. Left leg's going to either go all the way down or you'll stop and keep your left foot planted on the ground. Squeezing that right knee in, take a big breath. On your exhale, we're going to take the right knee over for a gentle twist to your left. Right arm can reach out towards the right, leaving just enough room for breath in your twist. Once you're settled in, maybe you rock the head back and forth. And slowly coming back to center. Keep this right knee bent and squeezing in. And we're going to take it all the way over to the right. So try to keep the back flat, hips squared. Right knee is opening that right hip. Beautiful. All right, switching sides, nice and slow. Left knee comes up to squeeze. That right foot can stay planted. Maybe it extends all the way down. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, take the left knee over towards the right side. Left arm falls out towards the left. Once you're settled in, go ahead and rock the head side to side. Awesome. Slowly releasing back to center. Keep that left leg in, nice and slow. I'm going to open up the left hip. Awesome. Bring both knees in this time. Give yourself a hug. If it's comfortable, bring the head up. Maybe you tuck the chin into the chest, bringing the forehead to the knees. Exhale and come into your happy baby. You can either grab the feet on the outer sides of the feet, or if you can't quite reach the feet today, you'll grab onto behind the knees. Now, the idea is to have the knees and hips open up. So if we find ourselves hugging our thighs into our belly and creating tension here and pressure that we don't need, you want to open up the knees. Sometimes it's uncomfortable, especially if it's your first couple times doing it. It feels like quite a vulnerable position, but it's so good for the hips, so good for the low back. Those knees, the knees are reaching towards each side of you, towards the floor. You can add a little bit of pressure if you want by pulling in on the feet or the knees. Engage in the biceps. Draw the shoulders down and back. If it's comfortable, you'll sway side to side. You can play with extending and bending the legs, either both together at the same time or one at a time. Take just another breath here and slowly bring the feet to plant. And when you're ready, extending one leg at a time and preparing for your Shavasana. Adjusting the flesh as you need to. Evening out the body. Palms are facing upward. Allowing just a moment to really take in all of the nutrients, all of the benefits of this practice. Relaxing through the face, letting go of tension in the eyebrows. Letting the tongue fall away from the top of your mouth. Trying to keep your lips sealed. For the next few minutes, enjoy the stillness that you've created. I will have you meet me back shortly to end our practice together. Whenever you're ready, you can start to bring awareness back into the body. Deepen the breath and flutter open the eyes. Finding your way to a comfortable seated position, however that may look for you. Meeting back where we started, and we're going to take those final rounds of breath together, really sealing off all of the positive energy that we've just created for ourselves today. So let's go ahead and inhale, circle sweep the arms high. Palms together, exhale, hands to heart. One last time, inhale, arms high. Palms together, exhale, bring it down, and give yourself a bow, thanking yourself for showing up on your mat today. Namaste, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time.